Open heart, open mind. Welcome to the Sattva Project, the Sattva channel, the official online platform of the Sattva Project. First of all, on behalf of the Sattva Project, I would like to express our thankfulness to our StreamYard sponsor and media partners, Durian ASEAN and Durian FM. And also not to forget also the important man behind the scene, our broadcast director, Brother Chong. Thank you very much for your kind effort, Brother Chong. Hi, Brother Chong. Would you like to come up and say hi to everyone?
Hi, everyone. Very good evening and afternoon to our audience as well. And I hope that you'll find our broadcast today interesting. Do like and share our post so that more people can benefit. Thank you. And now back to you, Brother Sharab.
Thank you, Brother Chong. And today we are going to have a very interesting meditation session, um, to be led by my good friend, Patricia. Patricia, I would like to now give a brief introduction about who is Patricia. So today we have meditation for world peace and global healing entitled Mindful Healing, a guided meditation conducted by Patricia Snider. And today we just sit quietly at home, and then we just spread love and loving kindness to everywhere around the world. So Patricia Snider is a certified clinical counselor with the prestigious CCC designation from the Canadian Counseling and Psychotherapy Association (CCPA), and a registered clinical counselor (RCC) with British Columbia Association of Clinical Counselors (BCACC). She has been a somatic and wellness practitioner for over 30 years. She holds a number of academic qualifications, including MA of Counseling and Master of Divinity in Pastoral Counseling, Advanced Diplomatic of Holistic Counseling, and Graduate Diploma of Buddhist Psychotherapy, MA Buddhist Studies. She specializes in mindfulness therapy, certified in MICBT and MBSR, and works with individuals and groups. So today, Patricia will lead us. She will give us a very short talk, and then we'll sit and meditate together and end it with a question and answer and a dedication prayer. So now the floor is yours, Patricia. Thank you very much, Patricia.
Oh, hello and thank you, Sharab. Thank you. And hello to all our viewers. Thank you for joining this mini talk. And it will be followed by a meditation on the awareness of body and breath. But before we begin the talk, let's take a few moments to arrive at our bodies. So just finding a comfortable seating position. And that may be in a chair, it may be on the floor. And you might want to close down your eyes. And as you close down your eyes, noticing what's going on in your body. Breathing in, breathing out. And slowly placing your awareness on the body. Perhaps feeling the weight of the groundedness of your sits bones on the chair, or your feet on the floor. Or the warmth of your hands, or maybe in your body somewhere. Or maybe there's something else here for you today. Is there any tightness or tension showing up in the body? So just gently inquiring, gently inquiring into the body and noticing any movement like the breath. Perhaps placing a hand there, wherever it feels the strongest to you. And then allowing the breath to soothe any tension or tightness for a few moments. You might notice tension in your jaws. So opening, softening the jaws, softening the forehead, the eyes, the tongue. Just breathing in and breathing out. Nowhere to go, nothing to fix. Now guiding your attention to the length of your spine. How does it feel to you? Now becoming aware of your lower back, your mid back, your upper back, your shoulders, the neck region, back of the head, sides of the head, top of the head, and the face. So just waking up to the whole body here and now. Slowly letting sounds into your ears and light into your beautiful eyes. Thank you for sharing this mini mindfulness meditation with me. I'm sure you've noticed the increased popularity of mindfulness lately. And I think that this is no accident, as mindfulness practice is transformative and much needed in our stress-filled world. If you find yourself reacting to stressful situations instead of responding, mindfulness can help. So, what is mindfulness? Mindfulness is the practice of stepping out of automatic pilot. You know, that habitual behavioral pattern or patterns that we all have, that we all go into automatically. Jon Kabat-Zinn tells us that we are sleepwalking through our lives when we are on automatic pilot. So mindfulness is an antidote to automatic pilot. It's been said that mindfulness is paying attention on purpose in the present moment, non-judgmentally. Paying attention on purpose in the present moment, non-judgmentally. It offers the importance of applying the right intention, attention, and attitude as cornerstones to our lives. We learn to pay purposeful attention to our body's sensations and lean into the difficult ones instead of avoiding them, instead of running away. We learn to recognize all that co-emerges with sensations, like thoughts, feelings, emotions. So this curious, non-judgmental approach leads us to accept whatever occurs and opens the space for gentle inquiry of what is here for us now. And when I say now, I mean from moment to moment. And we find clarity and calm in this non-identifying, non-attached space. So it's not so much me, my, I. The practice of stepping out of automatic pilot develops our awareness of our habitual patterns and helps us to change them in new ways of responding. So we're taking time out. We're giving space to whatever situation arises and not reacting as our primitive or survival brain kicks in. We're giving ourselves time to respond appropriately. Mindfulness brings that awareness. And with that awareness comes choice. Mindfulness helps us to make conscious choices about our lives, our friends, and our surroundings. Which means as we develop our mindfulness practice, we often make changes. Again said, it helps us to regulate our emotions. It leads us to calmer lives with peace in our hearts, peace in our minds, and ultimately creating peace in the universe. It's proven to reduce stress for over 2,500 years. The Buddha offered us this mindfulness practice in the Anapanasati Sutra as medicine to help us renounce emotions like anger, jealousy, greed, pride, ignorance, and hatred. Mindfulness practice is like taking refuge in calmness, stillness, and peace. It may be said that mindfulness breathing is simply a calm, non-judging awareness, allowing thoughts, feelings to come and go without getting caught up in them, not regretting the past or worrying about the future. So let's get started. Just to orient you to this practice, our intention for this practice is waking up to automatic pilot and coming to our senses with an attitude of non-striving, allowing any experience to be what it is, with curiosity to our experience in the present moment. So we'll be using a natural, calm breath and anchoring our attention down into the body. So again, settling back now into a comfortable seating position for 25-30-minute meditation. So either sitting on a straight back chair or on a soft surface on the floor, supported by cushions or a stool or meditation bench. And if you're using a chair, practice sitting away from the chair so that the spine is self-supporting. You want the feeling of a nice, tall, erect yet relaxed spine. And now allowing yourself a few minutes to wiggle around in your chair to find a place of comfort. And when you're ready, closing those beautiful eyes again. If that feels right for you, or holding a soft, unfocused gaze on the floor in front of you, just looking down slightly, that short distance in front of you. And now feeling the contact with the sitting bones on the chair or cushion, tuning into the body sensations. Perhaps feeling the lightness or expansion in the spine. The head balanced on the top is in alignment with the spine. And if you're sitting on a chair, having the feet flat on the floor and the legs uncrossed. Awareness of the sense of touch. Now gently moving to the sense of hearing, noticing the sounds outside the room. Practicing not identifying the sounds. Just moving from sound to sound. Awareness of hearing. Bringing attention to sounds inside the room. Maybe to the sound of my voice. Allowing sounds to come and go as they please. We are allowing ourselves to be as we are in the moment. Practicing awareness of thoughts and emotions as they come and go. practicing awareness of touch. And paying particular attention to the awareness of sensations in the body as we encounter them. When it feels right, gently noticing the movement of the breath. It's such a constant companion in life that it's easy to ignore. So just taking time with it now. Actually feeling the sensations as the breath rolls in and the breath rolls out. Allowing it to move through its cycle of in breath and out breath without controlling. Sensing the rise and fall of the tummy. Or feeling the cool stream of air at the tip of your nostrils or the upper lip. And feeling the movement of the breath as the tummy rises and falls to the rhythm of your breath. Just riding the waves of the breath from moment to moment. If at any time sensations in the body become too uncomfortable or thoughts carry us away to the past or the future, or if emotions arise that are too difficult, remember it's possible to return to the breath or the feet on the floor as an anchor until you're ready to venture back to the meditation and tuning into the sound of my voice. What is your experience in this moment? Just noticing. Now moving awareness to the physical sensations in the body. The changing patterns of physical sensations in the body. The expansion on the in-breath, and then coming back on the out-breath. Where do we feel the breath most vividly today? Maybe imagining a balloon in your tummy, and every time we breathe in, the balloon inflates. And every time we breathe out, the balloon deflates. Remembering there's no need to control the breath in any way. Simply allowing the body to breathe itself. Nothing to fix, no state to be achieved. Just inhaling and exhaling. At one moment, we may be aware of the senses, physical sensations, or the rise and fall of emotions. Just practicing letting go and gently coming back to the anchor of the breath or the feet on the floor. What is your experience? You may have noticed thoughts coming and going in the mind. That's okay. That's what thoughts do. Just noticing thoughts and letting them drift by like clouds passing over a blue sky. Watching with gentle curiosity and noticing if we get caught up in them. What would it feel like to let them go? We don't have to follow them. Just seeing them and letting them come and go. And then choosing to come back to the body or the anchor of the breath or the feet on the floor restores calm. So, whenever we notice that our attention has drifted off and is becoming caught up in sensations, thoughts, or emotions, we simply notice that attention has drifted and then coming back to breathing. We are flexing our mindfulness muscle. When you're ready, expanding the attention now to include the entire body, from the tips of your toes to the top of your head. Being present to the experience of sitting here and now, gathering onto the sensations of the breath, our constant companion, and noticing how it brings the whole body together. We're now feeling the earth beneath us, the sense of sitting here. The breath rolling in and the breath rolling out and down into the ground. Breath in and breathing out down into the earth, earthing ourselves. And when you're ready, gently turning your awareness to the sounds in the room and the people practicing around you, the sounds outside the room. And aware of all of those in the world who are suffering today. So before we add movement and stretching to our closure, let's extend our light to all the places and people in the world who need it now. And now when you're ready, adding some movement and stretch in any way that feels right for you now. This meditation is now complete.
Thank you, Patricia, for a very wonderful and soothing meditation, guided meditation. We are flexing our mindfulness muscle, as you say, Patricia. Thank you so much. I think there's a question from the audience, Brother Chong. Can you bring in the questions? Yeah, what is the difference between meditation and mindfulness, Patricia?
Ultimately, there is no difference. Yeah. We're paying attention on purpose to whatever is arising in the moment.
It's a total acceptance to the present moment, right?
Total acceptance.
Yeah. And during this time of pandemic, many people have a lot of mental stress and discomfort in their mind, especially fear and panic attack. So, what is your advice, Patricia? How do we utilize mindfulness to cope or even transcend this kind of fear?
By bringing your attention to your breath and finding even something stronger if your breath doesn't feel like it's available to you, the sensation.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you grab a pillow and you
Mm-hmm.
feel into the pillow,
Mm-hmm.
feel the sensations of relief that the pillow brings you. So, in other words, being with the pillow in the moment,
Mm.
yes, to calm you. Another technique is to be in the moment with your thumbs,
Thumbs. Yeah. Mm.
with your thumbs,
Mm.
where you take your thumbs in front of you
Okay.
and you look at your thumbs
Mm.
and you breathe in through your nose, feeling your breath, and then blowing out through your mouth onto your thumbs.
Mm.
Breathing in through the nose. That's a really powerful technique
Mm.
for panic attacks.
Mm. So, pillow meditation and thumb meditation.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And breath and breath and feet.
Breath.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Mm.
finding anchors, finding anchors to bring you into body. Because when we're disconnecting with
Mm.
ourselves, when we're panicking, we're disconnecting. You know, we've gone totally into our survival state. And
Mm.
in that state, the primitive mind has taken over, throwing us into survival. So we think we're threatened.
You feel insecure and
Yes,
fearful. Yeah.
yes, we're right back in the jungle, needing
Yes.
to
Yes. Yes.
needing to protect ourselves. And so
Mm.
then the amygdala starts to fire. Cortisol is produced,
Mm.
and our rational, the frontal cortex is not operating efficiently. So we're not getting the oxytocin. So we need to generate oxytocin. And to do that, well, what makes you feel good? And
Mm.
how can you reach for those things in the moment? So
Mm.
reminders to anchor.
Okay. So, in New Age language, increase our vibration, right? Okay, I think I believe there's another question from
You can
Hans.
walk.
Yeah. Okay, Hans said, yesterday my meditation was easy and today it was hard. My mind just kept drifting away to my daily plans. So, what should I do when I encounter these challenges?
Ah,
Mm.
sometimes. Thanks for the question. Sometimes, well, first of all, we know that thoughts do that. Thoughts come and go. Nothing is the same. And so, if you hold in mind that everything is impermanent, then we never count on having a wonderful meditation. Because wonderful happened yesterday.
Mm.
Today, who knows? So we bring beginner's mind to our experience and we say, well, how is it going to be for me today?
Mm.
Hmm. If it's not wonderful and the thoughts are coming, or even resistance is here, and we recognize resistance,
Mm.
then labeling these things often helps. So we label our thoughts as, oh, worry, planning, you know, thinking, busy mind,
Mm.
yeah, and not getting caught up in it. So the beauty is that when we do that, we actually are are not in our thoughts, we are looking at our thoughts.
Mm.
And we hold the attitude of non judgment, right? We don't catastrophize. This is normal. We
Mm.
normalize it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Keep keep ordinary mind and just be curious about whatever happens at this
Be
moment.
curious, be absolutely curious. And if they're not going away and they seem persistent, then
Mm.
start start to label them a little bit. Not analytically, not
Mm.
not analytically, but from that intuitive place. Ah, worry is here.
Mm.
And then finding a place, maybe putting your hand on your heart. It's okay. Worry is here.
Mm.
Not avoiding it, just being with it.
Mm. So, like the Zen master say, let our thoughts and emotion comes and go, but don't serve them tea.
Yes,
Yeah, that's
yes.
very wonderful. Yeah.
Don't serve them tea.
Mm.
Or if you want to serve them tea, then
Mm.
gently inquire.
Mm.
Gently inquire, with recognizing them, allowing them, a little gentle inquiry, but always, always nurturing.
Thank you for the wonderful answer, Patricia. I think there's another questions from Ng Se Song. I believe it's Mrs. Chant.
Aha.
In general, our common friends. So, in general, what is the ideal time for each meditation, Patricia?
Ah. Um, you know, um, in mindfulness, we do 30 minutes, a minimum, 30 to 45 minutes, and you can do it once or twice a day. If people are new to meditation, um, starting with a minute is really wonderful. You know,
1 minute. Yeah.
yes, yes. Sometimes that's as good as it gets in a day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sometimes, woo, we're just so busy up there, not happening. What am I going to do? Okay. So, can I focus on my breath for a minute?
Mm.
And we can bring our attention to the breath for 1 minute or even to the count of 10.
Mm.
That's a meditation.
Mm. And do it anytime, anywhere.
Anytime, anywhere. Your
Mm-hmm.
breath is with you every time, everywhere.
Mm-hmm. As frequent as we can, right?
Ah, as the
Yeah.
best we can
Okay.
in the moment. Yeah.
Okay. That's good. 1 minute meditation. I believe that there are two more questions. Another one from Lee Ting Ying. If our mood of the day affecting the mind in a mess, keep worrying here and there, should we curious on this unstable mind and how to practice mindfulness in such condition?
I think that you're already aware. So you're already meditating if you know that your mind is in a mess.
Mm.
Now, if you can sit with that non judgmentally, if you can embrace yourself in this condition, then you are mindfully attending whatever is arising. Does that make sense?
Mm. That's already the meditation itself.
That already is the meditation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good.
So,
Mm-hmm.
so it would be helpful maybe to say, oh, messiness is here, judgment is here.
Mm.
How can I be kinder to myself in this moment?
Mm. So you add kindness into mindfulness, it become like a kindness,
Kindness,
something like that.
Kindness underlies all of it, doesn't it? It
Mm,
all begins with kindness, doesn't it? Kindness, compassion, joy, equanimity, we
mm,
always including those four immeasurables, aren't we?
mm.
Right?
Yes.
They're the attitudinals that we live by. Yeah,
Mhm, mm. So incorporate these four immeasurable thoughts into our meditation.
yeah,
Yeah, okay.
sure.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your kindness, Patricia. Oh, there's even one more. Today we have a lot of questions, Patricia. Even one more question from Samiksha Mishram. While doing meditation or mindfulness, a lot of thoughts come in our mind. So how should we deal with it,
Ah,
Patricia? Mm,
yeah. Well, it would depend on what works for you best. Sometimes people are very visual, yeah, um, and so if that's the case, you have a thought. You can imagine that you're sitting by a river, and you take one thought and you put it on a leaf, and you let the leaf flow down the river, and
mm,
on it goes. Each thought is supported by a leaf and carried away. So that's one image, that's one visual.
mm-hmm,
Or you can use the old standby, which is the gorgeous blue sky, the alea consciousness, with the clouds coming by. So you
mm,
caught in a cloud and let it drift off. Oh, maybe only for seconds you have the blue sky again. But blue sky is always there, right? Blue sky
mm,
is never, ever harmed by the clouds. The clouds
mm,
just keep passing by. I
mm,
hope that helps. If if visual, if these visual images don't help or you don't relate to those, then try labeling. Yeah,
mm,
labeling, as we said previously. So labeling, oh, thoughts are here, and then
mm,
you might identify those thoughts again, not analytically, but
mhm,
oh, thoughts, busy mind
mm,
today. So you'll find that once you focus on identifying, then mind is less busy making more thoughts.
mm,
So we're tricking the mind. We're tricking
mm.
the mind.
Tricky
We're
to
making,
mind.
we're tricking the mind. We're playing a game with the mind. We say, look over here. It's like a 3-year-old child. No, I don't want to meditate. Part of the child is saying, I don't want to meditate. So it creates all kinds of disruption.
Mm,
And you say, again, hands on heart. It's
mm,
okay. It's okay. Go back to breath. Labeling. Find your
mm.
feet on the floor. Just persevere with it gently, gently.
Thank you, Patricia. I think today we have learned a lot of technique of mindfulness and meditation practice. So at the end, I think hopefully, Patricia, can you lead us to recite the four great vows as our dedication prayer at the end?
Yes, this is a beautiful Zen dedication. So sentient beings are numberless. We vow to save them all. Delusions are endless. We vow to cut through them all. The teachings are infinite, and we vow to learn them all. The Buddha way is inconceivable. We vow to attain it. May all beings be well, happy, and safe. Thank
Thank you,
you.
Patricia, for the guidance, for the advice, and for the answer. Thank you very much. We hope you'll come back again and again to guide us through various techniques of meditation. Thank you,
Thank
Patricia.
you.
Thank
Bye bye.
you from the
Bye.
Sattva Project. Bye bye. Thank you, everybody. Good night. See you again. Bye bye.